So today we are making a video on the Starbuntu. Here is the boot menu of Starbuntu. So there is options like a live boot and installer. So I'm going to choose the live boot. So I'm running it on a virtual machine, which is VMware with 60 GB of hard disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. So usually it should take like a 2 or 3 minutes to boot up the desktop layout. That's the usual time of every Linux distro in my PC. So I'm going to keep the video as raw as possible because I want to give the best content. So there will be a misspeaking and mistakes in video because of not trimming or editing the video. I'm going to keep the video raw as possible. So try to ignore all those mistakes and misspeakings. So if you want, do let me know in the comment section so I don't feel anything wrong there. So here is the Starbuntu. So I'm going to stop talk here because it's going to take like a 2-3 minutes to load up the desktop layout. So I'm going to say how much of time it takes. So here we have the language selection. I'm going to choose the English language. So there are some options available here like a Dutch, English, Espanol and Italiano. So I'm going to choose the English. So let's wait and see what we get here. So I think this desktop layout, it's still in the gray color, so it should be maybe available in like a 30 seconds I guess. So we need to wait for that. So I already made a video of another Linux. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out, which is Orion Linux. So that's the sound from the PC or the Linux distro of the Starbuntu. So I already made a video of Orion Linux, which is Lime. So if you want to check that out, which is available in my channel because I will be posting 2 videos daily. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out. And if you consider subscribing, you can subscribe. So let's first change the display settings. So I think I can change the display settings by clicking on this. So let's go to the app menu, preference. Let me change the AR and R settings. So here is the user, password, all those things. Let me change the resolution, which is 1920 into 1080. Let me click on OK. Let's check the version. So here is the version. So the wallpaper is not pretty much good right now. I'm going to change the wallpaper. So let's choose the background here. So in order to fix, you need to change the wallpaper. So we need to go to the wallpapers and see. So these are all the wallpapers available. Let me click on OK, and the wallpaper should be changed right now, and the line here should be changed also. So as you can see, everything is good now. So let's first open the system monitor to see how much of resources it's consuming. So I changed the display settings and I changed the wallpaper. That's the only things I opened. I didn't open any of the applications or anything like that. So let's see how much of resources it consumes in the beginning. So these are all the resources running right now. So those was process, and here are some of the resources. So I don't think it's so the passwords and the username should be in the background, I think. So CPU is almost 100% for some reason. So it's consuming a lot of resources. So memory is almost 1.6 GB, cache is 1.9 GB of 8.3 GB. So these are all the resources right now. Here is the file system. Here are all the processes. Let's check the version of the system monitor. So it's 42.0. Let me keep it on resources so you can see all the changes throughout the video. So let me keep it like this. Let me change the size of the mouse pointer is pretty much can't even move. Let's try to slowly move the system monitor. So it was very hard to change the size because the pointer wasn't properly working. As you can see, it's fluctuating. So usually it should be stable, but it's fluctuating a lot. So let's ignore that and try to open the internet browser to get to the website. And I'm going to show you the downloading process also. So you don't get the Chrome, you get the Chrome web browser instead of Firefox. So let's try to use the Chrome browser. So it should take a lot of time because the Chrome browser will be taking a lot of time. Usually the Firefox will take like a 20 seconds maximum in the Linux distro when you run on a live boot. So let's see how much of time it takes in the Chromium browser in the Starbuntu. So I can't even open anything, I guess. So let's try to open the terminal. So I think I double clicked on it. Maybe it should be. So here we have the Firefox Chromium browser. So that's the reason I already mentioned that there will be some misspeakings and mistakes will be done. So let's try to pull the Chrome browser down. So as you can see, the Chrome browser is not properly switched. Let's try to do that. So the Chrome browser is not moving, so I'm going to use that like that. So let's try to type in Starbuntu Linux. So I don't think we have any link to the website. Let's see. I think this should be the website. Homepage is this thing. So status, it's active. Let's try to go to the website. So this was the homepage when I downloaded. So here is some of the information in order to get to the download section. So Starbuntu, this is the version. I don't know when it's released or anything like that. So I didn't add any topic or anything like that. So that's the reason I found it on the distro watch. So it was like in the pending section. So let's go to the downloads and installation. So here is some of the information. If you want to read, you can read it from here, or you can just go to the website. So here is the URL. I don't think it's visible, but in the beginning of the video there was a link shown. So I'm going to show the link again. So here is the downloads. Let me click on the downloads. So here the ISO file is starting download. So it's almost like a 3.2 GB. Let me show you the URL. So it's not going back nor. So let me try to copy. Let me close the exit. So let's find the text editor, applications. It should be in the accessories. So let's open the text editor here. So do we have anything here? Maybe the text info. So I don't think there is a text editor here. Let's open the text info. So it's not a text editor. Let's try to find the text editor. Administration, file management, graphic. There is no text editor. Office. Let's open the text editor. So let me paste the link. So I copied the link, but it's not pasting here. So I'm going to open the Chrome browser again. So you already saw the URL, but I'm going to show you again. So let's show the browser. So now the browser went still more upside. So let me type in star Ubuntu. So this is the website, I guess. Let me open. So this is the website. So here is the link. So let's try to close the browser now. So what else we have? Let's open the terminal. App menu, system tools, GNOME terminal. So here is the terminal. Let's check the version. Here is the version. So let me type in INXI. Let's copy the command. Let's paste it. So password. The password should be something like maybe password, I guess. So it was in the beginning right here, but I forgot the password. So there was a password and a username in the right side corner here, but I forgot the password. Let's see. Let's open the browser, or else we can see it here. Maybe the password should be here. So the clipboard, maybe it's not here. So let's open the Chrome browser. So you should be seeing the password in the beginning of the video, but I forgot the password. So it was something like in a German. So let's try to find the password. Let me try the Control H. Let's go to the website. So there should be a password here. So let's find. So documentation maybe. So it's in different language. Introduction, live system and installation. Let's go here and see the password. Let's try to find it. Let's click on Ctrl F. Password. After the live system has boot, where your username, login name, user password and root password each time 3. So it's recommended. So where is the password? It's not here. They didn't give any password here, but the password was right here. I didn't properly see that password. So let's find the password. So right here it's not on the passwords or nothing. So live system. So there is no password here. Let's try to log out and log in. So in order to log out and log in, you need to have password. So that's still a problem. So let's try to see the applications first. Accessories. So the pre-installed applications are right here. File management. So these are all the applications you get. Internet, you get a bloatware applications, a lot of bloatware applications. They added a lot of applications here. System tools. Let me open the GNOME terminal. So let's type in neofetch. So we need a password. So I'm going to restart, or maybe I'm going to log out the screen, and I need to find the password. Let's see the reboot option. Click on OK. So that was the sound from the uh, Linux distro. So you need to have a password. If your computer doesn't switch off, press enter. I need to press enter. So we need to wait for a few seconds. The password was right in front of me, but I didn't properly saw that. So there should be a password with some different language. I think that was German language. So I'm going to reboot the system and I'm going to see the password. So it will be helpful. So we are back again after the reboot. So let's change the display settings. So the passwords are like a Starbuntu and Ubuntu star. So I didn't even saw the password. So that's the reason I restarted the PC. So let's continue with the passwords and all those things. So user is like a Ben user. I don't really know how to say that. Let me first change the display settings. Click on apply. Let's close it. Let's first open the terminal. System tools. Let's open the GNOME terminal. So let me type in the commands. INXI. So the password should be Starbuntu. So we need to copy sudo apt install INXI. Let me copy it. Let me paste. Hit enter. Password for Benut user. It's Starbuntu. Hit enter. So it's going to install the INXI. So instead of waiting, so let's change the background first. So I forgot to remember the password, so that's the reason I restarted it. So we didn't find any password in the official website also. So they added the password in the beginning here. I didn't properly saw that. So let's change the wallpaper. Okay. So I think it's going to take a lot of time. So instead of waiting, we can check other features. I'm going to minimize this and let's go with the installation and see what installation we get. So we should be seeing the installer here. So password is Starbuntu. So here is the system back. System install, system copy, system repair. You can choose whatever you want. I'm going to close it because I don't want to install. I need to make another video. Let me close it. So let's get back to the terminal. So it's still taking a lot of time here. So we have a lot of applications pre-installed. The version is Starbuntu 22.04.4.9. It is a LTS and you get the latest kernel, so that's a good thing here. Application accessories. Let me open the system tools, open the system monitor. So you can see all the changes in the system monitor. Let me keep it on the resources. Let me put it in the right side corner. So when you ask about the resources, it's consuming a lot of resources. I'm using 8 GB of RAM. So let me minimize this thing. So the pointer is a bit annoying to move. So as you can see, it's fluctuating. So these are all the resources. So you get a bunch of applications. Let's see the configuration panel. Let's check help, team. So nothing is working. Can't even close. Let's go to the file manager. End the process because it's taking a lot of time. Starbuntu language changer, you can change the language here. Execute command, file manager, super plus root. Let's open the file manager. Pictures. Let's go to the home. Here is the desktop. So here are some of the files. Let me close it. Let's check the terminal. So it is taking a lot of time still. So here are some options. App menu, Starbuntu, Apple, desktop. So something is opening in the background. I don't know what it is. So it's a Chrome browser. Let's keep it down. Let's click on let's search Starbuntu. So the link is this one. So this is the URL. Yet another Ubuntu distribution. Starbuntu version is here. Review of Starbuntu. Here is the downloads. Here is the developer, and you can email there. LTS version, kernel, and Starbuntu are up to date. So here there should be some screenshots. Here are some documentation. So you can read everything on your own by going to this URL. Why Ubuntu Starbuntu? So here is the complete information why you need to use the Starbuntu. And I think that's it. Here is some forums. So here is the forum. So as you can see, the RAM and the CPU is pretty much 100%. Let me try to install Y. Let me click on Y. So it's going to install INXI. So these are all the things you get. So I need to show you the command. I need to show you the distro information. So that's the reason I need to wait for a few seconds here, or maybe some minutes. So let's open some applications and see how it will perform. So I want to make a stress test, because the stress test will be a thing you can judge whether to use this distribution or not by opening some applications which consumes a lot of resources. So it's completed. Authentication, let me close it first. Let me type in the command. Before that, let's try to keep it like this so you can see properly. Let me type in INXI. So here is my CPU, the kernel, and INXI version. Everything is here. Let me type in another command, which is inxi-b. So the host is Starbuntu, desktop is OpenBox 3.6.1, distro, here is the distro, and the codename is Jammy Jellyfish, which is based on Ubuntu. So it's based on Ubuntu, so that's the reason it has the Jammy Jellyfish. So the machine, I already mentioned that I'm using a VMware. Here is the CPU, graphics, network. So I'm just going to type in some commands. You just need to pause the video and read everything on your own for the distro information. Let me type in INXI-G. So on the resources side, it's consuming a lot of resources. Even if I have like a i5 1240p, which is almost 12th generation, it's a 12th generation CPU, and I have like a 8 GB of RAM, and I'm running it on a RAM. So it's still consuming a lot of resources. If you have like a 2 GB of RAM, I don't really think it will be running good, because Ubuntu can't run on 2 GB of RAM properly. When you open like a 3 to 4 applications like just a basic user, it should be consuming a lot of resources like a 2.5 or 2.6 GB with a GNOME desktop environment. So you have like a OpenBox desktop environment, and it's consuming a lot of resources here. So it mentioned as it has the OpenBox desktop, as you can see here, 3.6.1, and it's consuming 2.2 GB, and cache is like a 3.1 GB. Let me type in another command, which is inxi -F. So here is some of the information like audio, graphics, drives. Some people want to know the audio information or the network information, so that's the reason I'm trying to give all the distro information. So NeoFetch is not pre-installed, so I need to install the NeoFetch. Let me copy and let me paste. So it should ask for the password, but it didn't ask the password. The password is Starbuntu and Ubuntu star. So you can just see the password by going back in the beginning of the video, and you should be seeing the password there. So they will show you the pop-up of the password in the beginning when you launch the Linux distro of Starbuntu. So we should be seeing the NeoFetch installed in a few seconds. It's almost 98% progress. So the CPUs are 100%, RAM is almost like a 2.3 GB, and we have NeoFetch installed, I guess. It's kinda like everything is on top of the desktop. It's kinda looks like a mess for me. So that's my point of view. So the applications and all those things are like on the top of the screen, completely filled. So that's an annoying thing, and the left side is like a small icons in the applications, like a panel, as you can see. It's not like a well designed or anything like that. It's like so everything pop-ups in front of you, so that's a bit of annoying for me. It should be different for some users, so it's clearly different for every person. So let's try the NeoFetch. So here is the NeoFetch. Let me try the inxi-SV8. So we pretty much got all the distro information, like hardware tools and all these vulnerabilities, repositories, and all those things. You can just pause the video and read everything on your own. So every information right here, like a Bluetooth and all those things. Monitor completely with all the information right in front of you. Desktop is not pre-installed. I don't want to install it because there is already a system monitor here. So this is the thing I was mentioning before. So default it will be like a mess right in front of you. So these are all the icons which is not properly maybe like so it's not like a design thing. It's like a coming on screen like with all the pop-ups with you need to adjust everything on your own. So I'm going to keep it like this. So let's check some applications and end the video. So if you want all the information, you can just go to the website and read everything specifically. They have given properly how to install and how to use this Linux distro, or why to use this type of Linux distro. They got all the information there. You can just go there and read everything. So I just showed you the basic things. I'm just going to show you the basic things. It's clearly up to you to judge whether to use this Linux distro or not. So my thoughts are like it's working properly, so it's clearly up to you to whether to use it or not. So I'm going to open some of the applications here. So let's find some applications which consumes a bit of resource, and we can get to know whether to use this Linux distro or not. So you don't have any heavy resource consuming applications, so that's the bad thing here. So these are all some less resource consuming applications. So you don't have any well-known applications here. Let's close it. App menu, system tools, the Audacity, and some players, and the Office. You don't get the LibreOffice. So here we have the LibreOffice. Let's open like a bit of applications which consumes resources, so we can judge whether to use it or not. So it's almost like 100% of CPU consumption. So I don't know what to say about this Linux distro. It's clearly up to you to whether to use this Linux distro or not. So if you want to test it, you can test it on the virtual machine, and do let me know in the comment section after you use how was your CPU and RAM consuming resources. So it will help others also. So let's try to open some applications. Let me open the Chromium browser or the Chrome browser. So just for 2 applications, it should be going up again. Let me open another application. Let's find some graphics. Let's open like a Pinta. Internet, we don't have anything here. Office, we already opened. Calibri. File management. So these are all the basic things. Games, graphics, we already opened one. Internet, we don't have anything here. Office, nothing. Let's open appearance. Let's go to the system monitor. So these are all the resources by opening just 5 applications or 4 applications. So there is no lag or anything like that. So everything is working fine. And I almost showed every applications which comes pre-installed. So it's clearly up to you to whether to use this Linux distro or not. So I'm going to end the video. So here is the about Pinta. So I almost gave distro information. So there is nothing left to make anything in the video. So let's check the version of the Google Chrome. What version we get? So you get all the latest version of applications, so that's a good thing. So I already showed the distro information also. So let's check the LibreOffice version, what version we get. So you get the 7.3. So that's also the latest version. So the icons are pretty much small. You need to customize everything on your own. So let's open the Starbuntu control center. So you have the OpenBox desktop environment. So here is the caliber. Let me close it. So here is the designs, some settings and all the customization things which can be done on your own. Here are some screens, screen configuration, simple screen recorder. Let's try to move the applications. So you can customize everything on your own by keeping wherever you want. So the installer is also available in the application menu. So here are the installers. So there is an installation here also. By single clicking, you don't need to click twice, you need to click on a single. So the password is a Starbuntu. I already showed the password. If you don't know the password, you can just go to the beginning of the video and you should be seeing the password. Starbuntu. So here is the installation, system installation. You need to create your username, login, password and all those things, and you should be installing the Starbuntu. So first you need to try to use it in the live boot and go with the installation. So here is the installation. You need to click on all those things. So I'm going to close it and I'm going to end the video. So the main objective of this video was to show the information, basic things of this Linux distro. So I don't have any information, or I didn't see anyone making a video of this Linux video. So if you want to still want to see everything properly, I'm going to make another video if you want. But right now I don't think it's a good idea to make anything, because it's not you get the OpenBox Linux desktop environment and the CPUs is almost consuming a lot of resources. So I don't think I will be installing right now, because it's consuming a lot of resources already. So if you have like a low end PC, it should be terribly even moving the applications, it should be way laggy. So I have like a 8 GB of RAM and I have like a i5 1240p. It's consuming a lot of resources and we didn't find any lag or anything. So that's a good point. I don't know why it's showing this much of resources. So we need to install this on the virtual disk and need to see. So if you want to see this video, I'm going to make another video if you want to see this Linux distro. So I spoke a lot of mistakes and there was a misspeaking in throughout the video because I already tired. So that's the reason. I hope you understand that. So I showed the basic information like a distro information, graphics, Bluetooth and all those versions. So if you think I need to make a video on this, I'm going to make another video like a full installation and all those things. In the live boot, it's consuming this much of resources, so I don't need to say anything. It's clearly up to you to whether to use this Linux distro or not. So you can judge on that thing. So it has the latest applications, so that's the good thing. So those are all my final thoughts. I'm going to end the video and see you tomorrow because I already posted 2 videos. So if you want to check that out in my channel, you can check it out. And if you want to consider subscribing, you can subscribe. The visual look is terrible for me, but do let me know in the comment section how it's for you. And this is the sound when it will make like a reboot or a shutdown, anything like that. It will make a sound like that. So let me shut it down and end the video here. Thanks for watching. Peace out.